Hey Pile 1, welcome to your love prediction for the month of October 2022. So let's get into it. As you can tell, we are filming outside today. This is still new to me, so let me know in the comments how you like this. I won't be doing this for every video, but I've been wanting to spend some time outside, so here we are. Okay, so I've pre-pulled all your cards. To start off, we have the Six of Swords. Then we have the Three of Swords. We have the Fool card. Next we have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the Empress card. So, you know, in terms of these monthly predictions, like we all have months where nothing much is happening in our love life, and then we have months where there's a lot going on in our love life. And I think it's safe to say for you all, there's actually quite a lot happening for you in the month of October, regardless of what your relationship status is right now. So with the Six of Swords going to the Three of Swords to the Fool card, what a beautiful, beautiful story this is telling right away. So in the month of October, you're moving away. You're moving in a positive direction, like away from heartbreak, grief, and loss. You know, this is not a great energy to be in. I mean, you see the rain, you see the three swords like stabbing the chocolate box, you see the spilled ink in the journal. You know, someone's been crying in their pillow, you know, someone's been really upset. So this could talk about a recent breakup. This could be a breakup that's happening in the month of October. Or this could be, you know, something that is on the horizon, something you've been contemplating for a while. But regardless, you're moving in a more positive direction. And look at this Fool card. I mean, you're starting over. This is a new cycle, a new chapter in your love life. And it's definitely a welcomed change. Like, even if you're sad or have bittersweet feelings about this, whether it's happening in October or this is something that happened in the past, regardless of what the situation is, you're moving in a better direction. You know, the Fool card talks about new beginnings, right? This is card 0 in the tarot, starting from scratch. But there's freedom in that, right? There's hope, there's optimism. Definitely, I think in the beginning of the month, you're more so in this Eight of Pentacles energy. You know, you're like, let's cook up something different. Let's reorganize our life to where we feel better, right? So maybe you're going to be focused on your career, focused on your goals, focused on a glow up of sorts. But I think that high vibe energy of still having hope, still having faith in love, still trusting the universe and the process, moving away from things that don't serve you, moving in a positive direction, that is all putting you in the vibe of the Empress, right? This is the divine feminine energy of receiving. And here we have the Two of Cups, a healthy, happy, stable connection. Look at that. On a beach, sharing a drink with someone, the cats by your feet, the sun setting, the water, everything looks, this is one of my favorite depictions of the Two of Cups. Like, it just looks so happy, it looks so peaceful, it looks like they're on a honeymoon. So, you know, the Empress here, this is fertility, this is birthing a new cycle, and I just hit the camera, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so I think that you're calling in this energy. So for some of you, this is going to be a new, fresh start in your current relationship. You know, if you've been having a lot of misunderstandings, this could be, you know, returning back to this phase. For others of you, this is a breakup, and then once you clear out that old energy, you're bringing this in with a new person. You know, and if you're single, I would say this is past heartbreak that you're having to let go of and clear out. So regardless of what your situation is, just apply it to your life. But ultimately, this is the outcome for all of you. This is what you're calling in, whether it's new love or a fresh start with someone else that you're currently involved with. I mean, yay. Like, this is all looking really, really great. So let's continue into your oracle. We have passion, we have self-worth, and we have spy. Okay, lots of things here. With the spy card and the self-worth card, especially if you've been in this Three of Swords and you're checking up on your ex's social media, I feel like this is a good little message here to just consider how great it would feel to just let that go, let that person be, and move on. For others of you, you have some crush, someone, a secret admirer, someone who's checking you out, and maybe this person will come towards you in the month of October. I think with this self-worth card, this is also speaking to this Empress energy. So I feel like if there was anything for you to continue to work on, it's staying in this vibration, because that is what is bringing in this Two of Cups for you. Now with this Passion card, I think this speaks for itself. So you're going to have that emotional intimacy, but you're also going to have that physical intimacy that is going to be, I think, very rewarding for you. So yes, like you're calling this in. This is the goal here. All right, and I don't think that all of this is happening in the month of October. I feel like for most of you, I mean, for some of you it could be, but I think for most of you, this has been an energy that has been building for quite some time. So I think that probably over the course of maybe the entire year, you've been building up towards this energy and calling in this partner. I mean, it's the year of 2022, right? Like everyone was saying this is the year of like soulmate reunions. I mean, yeah, I would say so. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. We have manifestation. Yes, I feel like that's all it is. I don't feel like you have to do too much to call in this new person or this fresh start in your connection, other than just doing this. Like, just, this isn't the Magician, right? Like, this kind of manifestation is just sitting back, working on your vibe, and receiving. Like, just staying in tune with your own inner peace. Look at those chakras being aligned. Look at the sunflower signifying hope and optimism for the future. Like, this is all you have to do. Just keep your vibe in this energy, in this Empress energy. So be gentle with yourself, kind to yourself, take care of yourself. You're calling in commitment here. Swans mate for life. So you're calling in, I think, definitely a long-term connection. With this resolving conflicts card, I do feel like for most of you, this is forgiving who you need to forgive and setting them free. Just letting it go. You know, for some of you, this is a heartbreak that maybe happened years ago. This may be forgiving a parent. You know, like if you know that your issues with your parents affect your love life now. I know that sounds weird, but if you know anything about attachment theory, yeah, like if you have an avoidant attachment style or an anxious attachment style, that can absolutely affect you as an adult. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google it, because there's definitely lots of information about that. You can definitely even find a YouTube video on it. But yeah, and I think also forgiving yourself, you know, like if you regret how you let other people treat you in the past, definitely forgiving yourself would also be a good thing to do. And then also, I would say, if you are in a current partnership and you have no intention of leaving it, but you know that you've been going through a difficult time, this is what is on the horizon, you know? Expressing that empathy, expressing compassion, expressing understanding, you know? Like, kind of that saying, do you want to be together or do you want to be right? Like, which is more important, being right or the relationship? So I think for most of you, you're leaving a partnership, but for some of you, it could be, you know, just welcoming in a better chapter in the connection. You know, all connections have ebbs and flows. You know, all connections go through rough patches and difficult chapters, difficult cycles. So you know what is best for you. Just listen to your heart. But I definitely think this is where we're headed towards, you know? Okay. Let's see what we have. Oh, I remember this group now. I remember this group. I have a special message for you all. But let's get through these cards first. We have listen, intuition, don't talk, hear what they are really saying. So I think listening to your intuition, I think when you're in the Empress energy, you're definitely receiving signs and synchronicities from Spirit regarding your love life. Also though, hear what they're really saying. Like when you are resolving conflict, whether it's with a parent, a family member, a friend, or a partner, listen to what they're really saying, even if you don't agree with it, even if it, you know, you feel like they're just telling you a lie. It's still important to really hear them out, because I think you can learn a lot about even just yourself. Like even when you're completely done with a connection, you know, you're pretty disgusted with the way that they have treated you, listening to what they're saying, I think can be a really eye-opening experience, because it can tell you, okay, what red flags did I miss in the beginning? Where wasn't I listening to my intuition in the beginning? Or how did I engage in like self-deception? Like how did I lie to myself and stay with this person for as long as I did? You know, what can I take away? What can I learn from this? I think even if you're in that energy, it's still important to listen for yourself, you know? Okay, and then we have autumn, September, October, and November. So I think just this entire season, these months right here are going to be really significant in your love life. Now I know some of you, like where you live, these months aren't autumn, so you can just take whatever resonates, whether it's going to be the autumn season or these months. I would say for most of you, regardless of what season it is, September, October, and November are all very significant months for your love life. We have rebirth, new beginnings, and healed. I think again, like you're really transforming through this heartbreak. You are leveling up. Through that past disappointment, hurt, grief, loss, you are leveling up. We have forgiveness, release negativity, and good intentions. We've talked about this a lot already, but I definitely think it bears repeating, like forgiving yourself, forgiving others. It's so freeing, you know, and that's what allows you to have space in your life for good things to come in, because you don't have all of this mental and emotional baggage and clutter tying you to the past, you know? You want to stay present. We have regret, sadness, past actions, and karma. I'm realizing now that my nails are my nails, especially my thumb, are like stained. I was eating an orange, so if you see like my nails look weird, I'm sorry. I ate so many oranges today. Okay, anyway, regret, sadness, past actions, and karma. I think this is what you're releasing, absolutely. And I may have said this before in a video, and if you've heard me say it before, I apologize. But I think that one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves is an acceptance of the past and our past actions and choices, and kind of claiming that, you know, like not being a victim of circumstance, but saying like, I understand like the role that I played in like my present situation and what has happened before in my life, and just giving yourself permission to make peace with it, because you want to be able to make peace with the past so you can accept and love yourself now. Like you can't hate the circumstances and hate the events and hate the people that molded you into who you are today. Like you can't do that, because then that prevents you from loving yourself today, right now. Like you have to make peace with your past, because your past, again, like shaped you into who you are today, and who you are is beautiful and wonderful, right? Okay, now what I was mentioning before is your group was really unique. When I was shuffling the cards, I peeked at your bottom of the deck, but when I was looking at your bottom of the deck, I noticed you had another card flipped over on the top of your deck. And how perfect is this? Okay, are you guys ready for this? You had soulmates and leave. So this card was on the top, and this card was on your bottom of the deck. How spooky is that? Okay. So soulmate says strong connection, romance, and friendship. And then we have leave, walk away, goodbye, don't look back. So this is your choice. Like, do we want a soulmate or not? You know, do we want to leave what isn't serving us? So I think for most of you, you're welcoming in a new connection and leaving behind someone else, or Again, just the attachments, the energetic cords that you have to past partners. But yeah, you're walking away and welcoming in this energy. Now, for some of you, for a few of you, you may feel like you're currently with your soulmate and you just have to leave behind those grudges. I could definitely see that being a thing as well. But I think, again, for most of you, walking away, welcoming in the new. Okay, let's look at your romance angels now. We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. We have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And we have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Okay, some of you have a choice to make. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna work on your current partnership, or are you gonna go for the new love? So some of you have a decision to make in the month of October. And I think for those of you who are like, no, just new love, like I'm totally single right now, then this is talking about maybe this new love is someone that is quite unexpected, or maybe it's someone that you're, isn't typically your type, and it's saying, just be open to it. I always love to see this card. Like, I just love it. I love when playful energy comes forward. Okay. Now we have influencing factors. There are influencing factors at play in your love life. Money issues can play a role, as well as a career change in foreign countries and cultures. So this is going to resonate differently for everyone, but I think honestly a lot of it's talking about the Six of Swords. So it could be that maybe this new person that you're interested in lives some distance from you. This could be long distance. They could come from a different background than you. So that could be in terms of their culture, their race, their ethnicity, their socioeconomic status, lots of different things there. They also could, I feel like for some of you, it could also maybe be that maybe financial circumstances have kept you in a partnership that you're unhappy in. And so maybe your money is getting better in the month of October, and that's allowing you to leave this situation. That's not going to resonate for everyone, but maybe watch the general October prediction if you're looking for some money or career messages. Okay, and then we have manifest your soulmate. Light a pink candle while you visualize your soulmate. Prayers and wishes are very important for you now. This card also indicates that your manifestation will come into your reality very soon. I think for most of you, it's that last sentence. It's that your manifestation is coming in very soon. I mean, you've gotten soulmate a couple times in this reading. So I think for most of you, in the month of October, you are meeting, coming into union with, or calling in your soulmate as a result of walking away, letting go of what is no longer serving you. And then we have quality time. Spending more time together and doing things you enjoy is important now. If you are single, this card tells you to spend more time with friends. This card also highlights parties and a good time. So you could definitely be flirting, spending quality time with someone new in the month of October. You could meet this person at a celebration with friends, or at an event. I could see that being a thing. I think also in the future, you're gonna have some really great dates with this person. Definitely, like, this could be their love language. It could be really important for you, or this could be representing your love language as well. My love language is quality time, so I always like when this card comes out. Okay, so these are your final messages for your love life in the month of October. We have be careful. We have a definite yes. So if you came into this reading with a question, this could be answering that question. And we have mind your health. With that mind your health card, I feel like that's just really speaking to these two cards here. Like, really just mind your health. Like, not just your physical health, but your emotional and spiritual health. Just really focus on keeping your vibe high in the month of October. As corny as that sounds, it's the quickest and fastest way for you guys to understand what I'm saying. And this be careful, I think just be mindful. Like, don't get so swept up in the moment. Like, when you do meet this new person and you start flirting and, everything feels like in that honeymoon stage, you just be careful, be mindful that you're still taking care of yourself and you're not getting so swept up in the romance that you neglect other areas of your life. I always think that's important, you know, to try to keep things balanced. Don't rush it, just let it flow, you know. I think that's just a good reminder. Okay, so I am not gonna say my whole spiel like I usually do because I'm filming outside and I don't want my phone to overheat. So I'm gonna say goodbye, best of luck to you in the month of October. Also look out for the general monthly prediction because I will be uploading that as well. All right, hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your love prediction for the month of October. So as you can see, we're filming outside today. This is still new to me, so bear with me. I won't be doing this for every video, but I thought it would be a nice change of pace. So I have pre-pulled all your cards to make it a little bit easier since we're working outside today. So for you all, we have the Wheel of the Year or the Wheel of Fortune to kick off your reading. Notice how the wheel here is pointing to Yule, which is, you know, like winter season, Christmas time. So I think that whatever is happening in your love life in the month of October, it's going to persist into the winter season as well, okay, the holiday season as well. So I think if you're meeting someone in the month of October, it's definitely not a short-lived romance. Like, it's going to be something that has some longevity to it. It could be that you meet this person and you develop a friendship with them, but things don't take a romantic turn until the winter season. So that could be significant for some of you. Regardless though, with the Wheel of Fortune, we are knowing now that fate, divine timing is at work in your love life. So we'll get into the rest of your cards before I start going through everything, but I wanted to point that out. We also have the Star card, very beautiful. We have the Lord of Shadows, which is also the Hermit card. We have the Crone, which is strength in this deck. We have the Two of Chalices or the Two of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Sun. So I have to say, I could not stop smiling when I was shuffling your cards, and now that I'm seeing everything laid out, it's very clear to me why you have a very positive reading for the month of October. Like, I just want to put your mind at ease right away. I'm feeling called to do that because you probably have been put through the ringer in terms of your love life, or you've had a long period of being single, but I just want to reassure you that October is a very good month in your love life. With the Wheel of Fortune, the Star card, and the Hermit card here, you can see how this person is looking longingly at this figure here. Like this, it looks like a father and a son, and then there's this butterfly here. So I think regardless of your gender, I think for many of you, like, you've not only been wanting a long-term partnership, but you've been wanting to have a family. Now that message isn't going to resonate for everyone, but I think for many of you, like, you want to be a parent. And this Ten of Pentacles is pretty significant, right? Because it's not about the money. Like, yes, you have enough financially, you have enough, you feel quite stable, but this is a picture of family. You know, there's a family here. And so it's not about just having financial security, it's about having enough for your whole family. And it's about wealth being more than just finances, right? Wealth is having people to make memories with, having people to love, you know, home in every sense of the word. So I feel like this is what you've been craving, this is what you've been wanting. And finally, you are meeting a partner, I think in the month of October, where you can see that future with, you know, that future no longer seems out of reach. So I think for most of you, right now you're single, or maybe you are in a relationship that you're not happy with, but I don't think that this is a group where you're currently in a happy partnership. Now, for some of you, maybe you are, and this is just confirming that maybe there is a proposal or an engagement, or maybe someone is getting pregnant in the month of October. But honestly, I think for many of you, because we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Star card, I think the majority of you are receiving a manifestation of your future spouse in the month of October. Pile 1 was very focused on a soulmate connection. And that's not to say that you won't be manifesting a soulmate, but I think for you all, it's more grounded than that. I mean, I was drawn to the Green Witch Tarot for you all. So just the fact that I was drawn to that deck, it's so earthy, makes me think that you're more concerned with, in a grounded, practical way, I need my long-term partner. You know, you're not as focused on the spiritual here, but the Sun card illuminates everything. And the Two of Wands, like this is going to be someone that you're going to contemplate a new adventure, a new chapter, a new story. Like this is someone who makes the sunlight come back in, someone who you can see a bright future with. And so I think that when you meet this person, you're going to have this feeling that like, okay, everything I went through before this was worth it. You know, it's going to show you like, thank goodness I was resilient and strong enough to get through everything that I've been through that led up to this moment. I'm so glad I kept my faith and my hope alive in love. And yeah, it feels like, okay, finally the light has come back in. And so this is someone who's going to prompt you to see a beautiful future where maybe, you know, maybe you were struggling to see that before as a possibility, but now you can. So yeah, I feel like this is the outcome that you're striving for. I feel like this is what you ultimately want. And I feel like the universe is saying, okay, green light, go. Like, you know, I think you're ready. All right, let's get into your oracle now. We have commitment here. Yeah, like we were talking about, like in a very real and grounded way, like you are wanting the person that you're gonna marry. We have flirts. Pile 1 also got flirt. I always like to see this card. I always like to see a playful energy come forward. We have fun. And we have rejection here. So this could be someone from your past that, you know, you had some sort of like miscommunication with. Maybe they rejected you in the past. Maybe it was just the wrong timing before and now it's the right timing. That could be a possibility for some of you. Also, I ate like 3 oranges earlier and now some of my fingers are like stained. So if you guys are like, what is up with her nails? That's what it is, okay? Don't judge me. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, I think you might have to, this also could just be talking about your own internal fears. You know, you're worried about being rejected. And so this would be something to work through and to let go, because everything else is telling me yes, 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 right? So if it is your own internal fears that maybe the past will be repeating, I would say definitely try to let that go. Okay, we have the silver waterfall and inner peace. How beautiful is this? The silver waterfall is like utopia. This is a card of like paradise. So to get the silver waterfall, I see the swans, I see the butterflies, I see the 2 lovebirds, I see a rainbow. I mean, this is like the 10 of Cups times a million. Like this is, you know, a happy, happy life, you know, like where things, and that could be maybe part of your issue is that you're like, is this too good to be true? Can I trust this? I would say yes. And then with inner peace, see how she's journaling here? And the book says, I am enough. I feel like that would be the only thing, and even here, like above her head, it says you are enough. So I think that would be maybe the only thing is to be mindful of in October. It's like the universe can send you the perfect person for you, like gift wrapped with a bow. And if you're not ready to receive it, if you don't think that you deserve that kind of love, then there's nothing Spirit can do for you. So you have to be ready to receive, you know. So if you find yourself like distrustful, suspicious, kind of down on yourself, that would be something to work on, you know. Focus on this inner peace. All right. So we have crossroads, choices, and different options. So you could be at a crossroads in your love life or at a crossroads in your life in general. You know, like, do you want to commit to finding the one? Are you wanting to focus on your career? And it could even signify like travel or needing to move somewhere as well. But yeah, I mean, you always have free will, right? So the person that, or you know, the type of person, if it's been just like your future spouse, like whoever you've been trying to manifest, like when they come in, are you gonna say yes? We have celebrate, fun, party, celebrations, and events. So this could be talking about like, yes, in the month of October, you'll have something to celebrate in your love life. You'll have met someone and you're really excited about it. This could also talk about meeting someone at a special event. So if you get invited somewhere, I would say yes. I know that's hard, my little hermits. I say no all the time to going out to places, and I need to stop. Okay. We have, oh my gosh, we have travel. Travel, adventures, new places, and experiences. Yeah, if you have an opportunity to travel or to go to an event, say yes in the month of October. It could be leading you to meeting this person. This could also signify a long-distance connection. We have truth, honest, faithful, clarity, and confession. Confession is really calling out to me here. Maybe there was someone that you thought wasn't interested in you, and you're gonna learn the truth in October, and that's that yes, they actually were interested. Okay, this is also, I think, encouraging you to be emotionally vulnerable, be open in the month of October. You know, if you want true love, you have to risk having someone see you for who you are. You know, you have to be willing to show up as your authentic self. We have perspective, look from a different angle, change, and open mind. I feel like this is telling you to keep an open mind. You know, like when this person comes in, they may be different than the type of person you were expecting to come in. I think this is also saying like having a different perspective as well. Like maybe you thought that they were rejecting you, but maybe it wasn't even anything about you. Maybe they had something else going on in their life that was distracting them. And then we have relax, downtime, self-care, and take a break. I feel like Spirit is just wanting you to just chill. Like this manifestation is already on its way to you, so just be patient. Just be patient. Relax, take care of yourself. Like you don't have to do anything else at this point except say yes to every opportunity that comes along, but otherwise just relax. All right, and we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Yeah. I feel like this is summarizing a lot of what we've already been talking about, like being willing to be emotionally vulnerable and open. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Very exciting. And we have keep an open mind. Oh wow, that goes really well with the perspective card. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yeah. Hello. Like, and maybe you rejected someone in the past. And this is telling you, like, you need to give them another chance. That message may not be for everyone, but whatever comes to mind, I have to say it because it may just be a message for one of you, but it's still important, right? So I definitely think that you are going to be connecting with someone, and I think the verbal communication between you two is going to be amazing. Like, this is like witty banter kind of energy, but then also being able to joke around with each other, and then also being able to emotionally connect, you know, and be open about your past and your experiences. And yeah, I just feel like, you know, you don't want to stop talking to this person. You could lose track of time. My favorite conversations are always like when you've been talking for a really long time and you're like, how did we even get on this topic? You know, when the conversation is just flowing, and that's my Gemini moon speaking, but you know, when the conversation is just flowing and you're like, how did we even get on this topic? Like, how did we get on all these different tangents? Like, how did we even get to this place, you know? Because I feel like when you get into that conversational flow, that's always a really great sign of, you know, romantic compatibility. Okay, so we have message. You are soon going to receive a message from someone special. This card also says that clear communication is needed. Check your message folders. So maybe some of you have a message that you haven't responded to yet, that you need to respond to. Others of you, you could be receiving communication in the month of October. This could also signify like you guys are going to be texting and calling each other a lot, especially if it's long distance. This could also make a lot of sense, right? This could also talk about reconnecting with someone from the past. Doesn't have to be an ex, could just be someone that you knew from your past and you're going to be reuniting with them. We have time to say goodbye. The situation or relationship you are in is facing a dead end. It's time to move on and let go. All endings bring new beginnings. So if you're unhappy in your current partnership, I would say it's time to say goodbye so this new partner can come in. I would also say though, it's time to say goodbye to those self-limiting beliefs around love. You know, really thinking and understanding that you are enough and that you deserve the type of love that you've been trying to manifest, right? Okay, I'm getting your cards a little mixed up. Here we go. We have boundaries. You need to set better boundaries. Keep your energy balanced and protected. If needed, spend some time alone. It's okay to say no. I feel like for some of you, you have other areas of your life that drain you and stress you out, and it's just really important for you to maintain that inner peace for the sake of that manifestation. I also think this is kind of giving you like a thumbs up. I think some of you have had to learn how to set boundaries in relationships, and I feel like you've done a really great job of that. Like, I feel like you have, I don't know, I feel like you guys have done the work in that regard. I do feel like that. Okay. And then we have building blocks. Let's build together. This card is a sign that you will attract a solid relationship. I like that it says solid because that's picking up on that energy that I was talking about with just the fact that we're using the Green Witch Tarot. Like, it's a very earthy, grounded, practical kind of energy to this deck. So yeah, I feel like you're attracting someone that you would have a solid long-term relationship with. Definitely someone who would be marriage material. It says already established relationships will be more stronger. Both of you are laying out an honest, strong, and genuine foundation. I feel like this could definitely be why this card is depicted the way that it is. I feel like for most of you, you're developing a friendship with this person first, and that solid foundation is going to lead to a romantic connection in the winter or holiday season. Definitely by December though. I would say by December. Okay, so for your final messages here, we have true love. I told you, pile 2, very positive. This is your sign. Yay. And we have celebrate. Okay, you've gotten celebrate 2 times now. So I feel like, again, like you have something to celebrate in the month of October in your love life. I think if you're invited to a special event or a party or a gathering, definitely go. That could be when you meet this person. And if you are looking for a sign or a confirmation that your love life in October will be a positive change, this is it, okay? So I'm not gonna do my usual spiel that I typically do. I'll just say take care, and I'm wishing you the very best in the month of October for your love life. I'm worried about my phone overheating, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and say goodbye, but take care, pile 2. All right, last but not least, pile 3, welcome to your reading. As you can tell, we are filming outside today. Bear with me, this is still new to me. I'm not going to do this for every reading, but I thought it would be a nice change of pace. So I chose the Mystical Cats Tarot for you all. We have the Nine of Sky or the Nine of Swords to start off your reading. We have the Sky Kitten or the Page of Swords here. We also have the Page of Cups. Whoa! Okay, I'm already losing cards. We have the Eight of Earth or the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We also have the Emperor here. So I'll be honest, looking at your tarot here, it's not as clear of a story as the other two groups. I think it's interesting here. This Eight of Pentacles looks quite different than what you typically see. Eight of Pentacles usually talks about being an expert in your field, working hard at something, you know, being in a stable place in your career. This Eight of Pentacles, though, looks more of like a mama cat leading her kittens through some tall grass, and it looks like it's probably nighttime, right? So I feel like, and it's interesting too because we have the Sea Kitten and the Sky Kitten, so some of you really could have some children, and so maybe you're just really focused on your kids in the month of October. Some of you could really be wanting to start a family, and you're wanting to be a parent, and maybe you're just looking for someone that you could see a future with, you know, like someone that you think would be a good parent or a good provider. For others of you, like, you are this Emperor already, you know, you're already like doing really well in your career, but you know, maybe it's just your love life that's keeping you kind of awake at night or stressed, or maybe you're so focused on your career that you can't even think about your love life. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, everything is quite vague here. Like, it feels so vague compared to the other two groups. Now with the Sky Kitten and the Sea Kitten and the Sky Kitten, oh my gosh. This could signify like some new communication, flirting, like new feelings and love. Honestly, I'm just gonna have to see how your oracle plays out. But I think that a lot of you, like, if you're not resonating with this Emperor card, this divine masculine energy, this could be the type of partner that you're seeking. So maybe you're seeking someone who's an Aries, or someone who is, you know, a good leader, someone who's reliable, practical, dependable, someone who is really like mature and empowered, someone who's kind of like no nonsense, you know, they'll be straight with you, they're not gonna play games, they know what they want. And again, like someone who would be a good financial provider. So yes. yes, I'm gonna just have to see how your oracle cards go, because everything, I don't know, maybe this is a very mixed group. Okay, let's see. We have guarded here. I could see the Emperor being guarded because they're not the most emotionally open person. We have daydream. Do you have someone on your mind, pile 3? We have memories. Yeah, it kind of seems like you have someone on your mind. We have fear. And we have romance. Okay, are some of you afraid of being emotionally vulnerable? Are some of you afraid of getting back out there and dating again? Are some of you reminiscing about a past partner or someone from your past that you're interested in, or even a new connection, and you're hoping like you could see a future with this person? It's still unclear. Let's just keep going. I'm not gonna just make stuff up. Like, if stuff is unclear, it's unclear. Okay. This is making a little bit more sense now. We have reparenting yourself, and we have soulmates. Okay. I think for some of you, and just take whatever resonates, but I think for some of you, maybe you're afraid to get all lovey-dovey. Maybe you're afraid of even this word, but I think that it's ultimately like what you want. Like, I think that you are wanting the love of a lifetime, but because of your past, maybe you're too guarded or too afraid to be in that like hopeless romantic kind of energy. And so it's a lot easier for you to just stay in your daydreams, or it's just a lot easier for you to focus on your career. But I think maybe it's giving you a bit of anxiety, a bit of stress. And I think that may have to do with past pain and past heartbreak, but could also be due to like your childhood, you know, like maybe your parents were never together, or maybe they were divorced, or maybe you saw your parents struggle a lot in love, or maybe you had a parent that wasn't very loving towards you, and so that created like an anxious or avoidant or disorganized attachment style, and so you have some pain from this. And so I think for you to get comfortable with this idea that a soulmate connection could exist for you would be through this reparenting of yourself, because it does feel like there are some fears and, you know, this level of being like emotionally guarded around love and romance. This feels like what you need to work through. I mean, you can see this heart. There's a shield. There are barbed chains around it. I mean, yeah, so definitely would be something to work through during the month of October here. Let's get some more specific messages here. We have unexpected, surprise, shock, and out of the blue. So something unexpected is occurring in your love life in the month of October. We have apology, sorry, grace, make amends. So maybe someone is giving you apology out of the blue, an apology that you never expected to get. Could be an apology from a parent or a family member, a caregiver. Could also be an apology from an ex. We have friendship, time with friends, have fun, and support. So definitely lean on your friends during the month of October if you need to. And, you know, that's good practice. Like, you know, if you struggle with opening up emotionally, start with your friends. We have exercise, workout, fitness, gym, and lifestyle change. So you could be focusing on yourself during the month of October, and this is something you're wanting to work on. This could also be how you deal with stress and anxiety, you know? The Emperor definitely could be someone who likes to work out a lot. That's not surprising at all. You could also be attracting someone, again, who is like this. You could meet someone, you know, when you're at the gym, that kind of thing. We have separation, breakup, no contact, and heartbreak. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of pain from your past. I really do. We have toxic, codependency, addictions, karmic, and controlling. No wonder your heart is guarded. And that's the thing, like there's no shame in being in this energy, because this is a normal response. Like when you have been through this, right? This is a logical response. Like, of course you feel like this. Of course you do. This is smart. You know, if you have been through this, of course you're gonna try to protect yourself. There's nothing to be ashamed of, but it is something that eventually you have to work through. But there's no shame around it. You know, it's very normal and understandable that you would be in that energy. Okay, we have spying, keeping tabs, searching online. So maybe you're spying on an ex, someone from your past. This could also be someone spying on you. So you could get someone out of the blue messaging you with an apology, and maybe you want to hear it, maybe you don't want to hear it. And that could trigger you too, you know? Like hearing from someone that you don't want to hear from, even if they're apologizing, can send you into a tailspin. Like just, I've been through that. You know, you're like, man, it would honestly be better for you at this point just to leave me alone. So some of you, that could be triggering some of those past feelings that maybe you even thought you had already dealt with. you know, and then that could be quite frustrating, I think. You know, like especially if you're trying to move on and they keep bothering you. For others of you, you're going to be happy to get that apology and it's going to set you free. So, you know, everyone responds differently. This is a general reading, so just take whatever resonates. Okay, we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Yeah, we've gotten that message several times now. It could be positive or negative, you know, it kind of just depends on who it is. We have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So some of you, this is a fresh breakup. For others of you, this is a past. We have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. We have it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And then we have soulmates. Yes, this is your soulmate. Oh my gosh, every group today has had some kind of soulmate message. And now you've had soulmate twice. Twice. That's pretty significant. So I kind of wonder, for most of you, I feel like this is saying, in order to call in this energy, in order for you to express your love and know that it's safe for you to love and have all of this, you have to reconcile and let go with the past. So, you know, this reminds me of the, like, you may have already gotten this message, I don't know, it may have been in another group, but every ending signifies a new beginning, right? So whether this is a new start with a past person or you letting go of a past person to receive new love, it's going to vary. But I think ultimately, that's the choice. You know, those are the two paths. But what you are headed towards is this. And I think the one takeaway message from this reading would be to be in the state of being open to it. You know, if you know that you're emotionally guarded, go ahead and start working on that so that you can receive this. All right. Okay, yeah. See, sometimes we have to get to the end of the reading for everything to become clear, and now it has. Okay. We have karmic relationship. This connection serves as a catalyst to prepare you for real and high vibrational love. You are feeling very pulled to this person, therefore it appears to be the real thing, but it is not. Integrate the lessons that need to be learned. Yep. You guys have been through a karmic relationship. You may still be with this person, others of you are in separation, but regardless of what your circumstance is, this is what needs to be passed. And so take the lesson, say thank you, and keep it moving. It says your spirit guides are watching over your current love situation. Pay attention to repeating signs. This card also means that you are protected and it is safe for you to love. You've gotten that message twice now. It is safe for you to love. I keep shaking the camera, I'm sorry guys. You're divinely protected in your love life. I don't know if I said this in your reading or not, but I was eating an orange earlier, so some of my fingernails are stained. So if you're like, what is up with her nails? I was eating an orange, okay? Like right before this reading. All right, so anyway, it is safe for you to love. You're being divinely protected in your love life. And then guess what two cards you guys got? You got soulmate again. October seems to be the month for calling in your soulmate or soulmate reunions because, again, like every single group. All right, so it says, yes, this person is your soulmate. There is a strong spiritual bond between you and this person. This card also pertains to new friendships with kindred souls and attracting the right people. So you got this. Then, bottom of the deck, you got true love. So it says, the person you have in mind has pure love and good intentions for you. This person really loves you from the bottom of their heart. This relationship is based on genuine feelings for one another. This is your future. This is your future. Okay, let's look at your final messages here. All right, we got miscommunication. We have inspired spirit. And we have believe in yourself. Believe that you're worthy of this. I would say that's the biggest thing. Believe that you're worthy of it. Believe that you deserve it. Believe that your past is not dictating your future. I feel like this next connection that you're going to be in is really going to be inspiring to you. I think it's going to really spark you to be in love with your life again and other areas. You know, when we're in love, we're quite creative. And with this miscommunication card, I feel like that really speaks to being able to forgive those that you need to forgive. And it's not watering it down and saying like, oh, it was just a miscommunication. It's just that you're not on the same vibrational wavelength. Like, some people are just not quite as evolved. And I don't mean that in, you know, a negative way, but if you think about everyone being on a journey, like, you know, that terminology is used a lot, right? Everyone is on a journey. Everyone's not necessarily going to be at the same place. You know, maybe you went up 3 levels and the person standing next to you that you were in a connection with, while you were going up 3 levels, they were going back 2 levels, you know, and now you're not in the same place. And that's what I mean by evolved. I don't mean that in a negative way, but it's just that you're in a different place. Like, if you're not growing together, you're growing apart, and it is what it is, you know. And sometimes people want to take a different path, and now our paths are no longer aligned. And, you know, I think the best thing to do in those situations is to forgive and let go and let live and say, thank you for what you have taught me, because you prepared me to meet and love this, you know. And so I think that's the biggest takeaway for the month of October for you all. So I'm not going to do my usual spiel that I say at the end of these videos. I don't want my phone to overheat, so I'm going to say best of luck to you in the month of October, and I hope everything works out best case scenario, and take care, pile 3.